This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please, 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
And,
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Get that Odyssey app, baby. First off, you can listen to us, listen to KISW anytime you want on the Odyssey app. That's cool. Also, they got these Odyssey exclusive stations made just for you and the mood that you may be in.
Including, if you're in the mood to hear bands covering Metallica, check out Metallica's Cover Me station. All types of bands, from blues artists to rock artists to pop artists, all covering the music of Metallica. It's pretty sweet. And if you're feeling like more Metallica, there's also just a basic, just a simple Metallica station. So you can just listen to Metallica that way as well on the Odyssey app.
That's the beautiful thing about all these Odyssey curated stations, man. There's something for everybody, like Steve said. 2 different ways to enjoy Metallica, and that's just an entire station just for that, whether it be regular Metallica or cover Metallica.
Yeah, if you want to hear Lemmy from Motorhead cover Nothing Else Matters, that's on the Cover Me station.
Yeah, you got to get that Odyssey app, because that's where you can get all of these curated stations. That's AUDACY Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the jam. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking. Sploosh. And Kraken Thursday is powered by Coors Light.
You know it.
Yeah, excited for the Kraken. It's getting a little bit closer every day.
I know. I can't believe next month is the month of the Kraken.
Yeah, the whole month. Wow. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Justin in Marysville. Justin, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Justin will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Justin, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go for 2-0.
Ooh, look at you.
I like this.
The Earth's ozone layer absorbs what type of radiation from the sun?
Gamma?
No.
UV.
Gamma. No. Oh, did you say UV?
Yes,
You did.
ultraviolet.
Yes. How many children are in the Von Trapp family in The Sound of Music?
6?
No.
5?
No.
7?
Yes. Which planet has the strongest gravity?
Jupiter.
Yes. In the Bill and Ted film franchise, who plays Ted Theodore Logan?
Keanu Reeves.
Yes. Raisins are dehydrated versions of what fruit?
Grape.
Yes. What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career?
Baseball?
No.
Pass.
What is the middle color in a rainbow?
Orange?
No.
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 Oh, Justin's phone. And I don't think he's had any.
In what 1979 James Bond movie does he go into outer space?
Pass.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. And Justin's phone wasn't great.
Yeah, between Justin and his phone, it just did not do well. But Justin's a young dude. A lot of these questions way out of his time.
And I like the fact that you were like, hey, I think we lost him. And then he answered. He was like, no, he was just thinking. He's just thinking about it.
He's thinking about how these questions are not good for a dude who's in his 20s, man.
Yeah, basically. Steve, he is not in his 20s, so are you ready?
Release the Kraken.
The Earth's ozone layer absorbs what type of radiation from the sun?
Ultraviolet.
Yes. How many children are there in the Von Trapp family in The Sound of Music?
It's a sound. I don't know. 6?
No.
9?
No.
5?
No. Which planet has the strongest gravity?
Planet Earth.
No.
Mars.
No.
Jupiter.
Yes.
Wow.
In the Bill and Ted film franchise, who plays Ted Theodore Logan?
That would be Keanu Reeves.
Yes. Raisins are dehydrated versions of what fruit?
Grapes.
Yes. What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career?
That would be Pulp Fiction.
Yes. What is the middle color in a rainbow?
Blue.
No.
Orange.
No.
Red.
No.
Green.
Yep.
Son of a.
In what 1979 James Bond movie does he go into outer space?
Austin Powers.
No.
James Bond in space.
No.
Bond Wars.
No.
Bond Trek.
No.
Bond Trek.
In The Three Little Pigs, what is the strongest house made out of?
Wood.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a tie. Wow.
Oh, Justin, you almost had it, buddy.
So close.
Yeah, so close. Okay,
Justin is
You
he's
too, my
1-1-0 against you, Steve.
Yep.
He hasn't lost against you.
Nope. And it was funny because he said Face Off for the John Travolta career.
Great movie.
It's a great movie too, but yeah, it was Pulp Fiction that did revitalize his career. Does anybody know the 1979 James Bond movie where he goes into outer space?
Yeah, I'm the old one to know that, unfortunately. Moonraker.
Yes. Moonraker. It
Yeah,
has the space laser, right?
Yeah, that
Never
was
heard
with
of it.
that was with Roger Moore as James Bond. Yeah.
So did he become an astronaut?
Well, I mean, he's already a spy. I think that
He
just
went
kind
to
of
the
goes in
moon.
with it, right?
He went to the moon to fight the bad guy. Was that? I don't think that was Scaramanga. I think that was the movie before that.
I have no idea. I think I've watched a half of a James Bond film.
Oh, really? You haven't watched any of the new ones?
I haven't watched hardly any of them.
Wow.
It's not my bag. I don't really care about them. So
I never knew Bond went to space.
yeah.
Now it makes sense why Austin Powers went to space.
Yes,
now I
that's-
get the reference.
There you go. Yeah, because, in the late 60s and, all the way through basically the early 80s, it was all about space in this country. So everybody did a movie about going to space.
Ooh. And there are 7 children in the Von Trapp family. Yeah,
Okay.
Justin got that one correct.
Come on, Steve.
My bad. Next time I watch that movie, which will be never, I'll be sure to remember that.
It's a classic. I think you should watch it with Tate. I can't finish that sentence.
No.
Yeah, it's a musical about World War II. Yeah, not a problem at all.
Tatum
Yes,
loves
very, very
musicals
happy.
about World War II.
Yeah.
That
Very,
and
very
Masha
happy
and the
movie.
Bear.
Yeah.
Well, something you maybe should read to your child is The Three Little Pigs.
Yes.
And what is the
cement?
strong? Huh?
Is it cement?
Well,
No, close.
Brick?
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, it's straw, wood, and brick.
Yeah.
Look at Steve's like, I think I'm all set. I got the wood didn't do it.
Nope, and neither did either of you because you got a tie. So congrats.
Yeah, congrats to this.
Someone said, Steve, no pressure. You have to win Beat Migs because I'll get my lunch now. If you lose, I have to wait until 12:30. I'm on the East Coast, FYI.
Wait, what happens now?
Oh, okay, so that's
now
a
that we
half hour from now.
tied, do you get to have your lunch in 15 minutes?
Oh, good
I
call.
think
You're
that's
right.
fair.
Yeah, 15 minutes makes sense. Yeah.
Is that like a deal you made with your boss? If so, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's a win-win for everybody, really. It's a fun bet. Only a half hour you got to wait.
Yeah.
Or 15 if you go with the tie. I like that plan. Hey, Steve, did you hear about your buddy Bautista?
What happened?
He's going to be really good buddies with Jason Momoa. And they
Ooh.
want to do a movie. They want to do a buddy cop movie. And apparently it all started because of just a text message. Don't you love it when you're at that level where basically, you can go, hey, Jason, yeah, let's make a movie. Okay. I mean, it's just like, that's what Bautista did, according to James Corden. He was on the Late Late Show. And basically said, Momoa said, he literally texted me 4 days ago going, we need to do a buddy cop film. We love each other. Let's do it in Hawaii. And this is a text message from Bautista to Jason Momoa.
Now, David Bautista, who you worked with on C, the series, and Dune, which is out later, which you're all very excited about, he tweeted the other day that he wants to do a Lethal Weapon style buddy cop movie with you. Are you into this idea?
All right, so I'm not even going to lie to you, but I'm not on Twitter, but he literally texted me about 4 days ago going, we need to do a buddy cop film. We love each other, obviously met on sea, we're on Dune together, and so I said, absolutely, and he's like, let's do it in Hawaii. I'm like, let's do it. I'm like, I got an idea, and so it's off to the races now, we're doing it. It sells itself, bro. That's a holy job. I'm like, it sells itself. Dave loves wearing Speedos. I love wearing board shorts. Both of us with our shirts off, buddy cop film. He'll be grumpy and I'll be charming. Boom, it sells itself.
Yeah, I've been clamoring for a movie with them with their shirts off, personally.
Yeah, I know you don't. You don't like old timey stuff. So I mean, the Apple TV Plus has that show C, which is basically a whole society that is blind. Like all of Earth is blind, nobody can see. And the second season started, and basically, Steve, it's like it's based in the future, but it looks like it's the Dark Ages. And Bautista sort of plays. It looks like a nemesis to Jason Momoa's character. And I've only seen a couple of episodes of the first season, and it's an interesting show, but obviously I haven't got back to it. But with Bautista in it, maybe I will get back to it.
They can show me the footage. It looks like Game of Thrones, huh?
Yeah, but it's more like, it's not like dragons or anything. It's just, as far as I know anyway, but it's just people can't see.
There could be dragons, they can't see them.
I mean, it's pretty fascinating to think that a society could actually live out in the wild without any eyesight at all. I mean, I don't know how realistic that really is, but it's still kind of cool where people getting stuff done. They're able to do so many things and they're blind, all of them.
I did just watch, we didn't finish it, but we watched some of Jason Momoa Netflix movie, Sweet Girl. Have you seen that?
I have not. I didn't even know about that.
It's like an action film. It's all right. I mean,
it's all right, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll miss this one then.
Well, I mean, you might like it a lot.
You think so?
The whole premise is like he's mad at these people because, I don't want to spoil it because you can probably watch it, but he's mad at the pharmaceutical company and it turns into an action film, it seems.
Okay. So he's pissed off about pills. Next thing you know, he's fine.
I mean, maybe not the pharmaceutical company, but kind of about modern medicine and doctors. And then he finds out they're corrupt. And then now he's like, I'm going to show you guys a thing or two.
Well, there's a little bit of truth to that, I would think. As far as I can see you getting pissed over that whole industry.
It didn't seem like it was a terrible movie. It was like one of those movies where you're just like, yeah, this is a straight to Netflix film.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
It really does look like that. Yeah,
it's good enough because you didn't have to pay more for it. It was just part of your Netflix deal.
Yeah. And there he is. No matter what he does, he's always got the sweet flow. He always looks like he's from another time.
Well, he just looks like he's Aquaman all the time.
Yeah. He's either living underwater or living in the woods. I mean, he's just, he doesn't look like the kind of guy that's going to go to a 9-to-5 job, whatever he's doing.
Sweet Girl, it's doing very well with Rotten Tomatoes. It got 18%.
All right, then. Woo!
43% of the audience.
See, here's the problem. I mean, if we don't see movies in the theater, we are going to get 18% movies just thrown down our throat, and that's going to be the new level of quality we accept. Because even you are like, it was. I mean, it's like, man, I don't want to watch TV that's like,
I mean, it's a fun one to watch if you're playing with your phone and,
See, that's not me. That's not my generation. I watch TV to watch it. I'm not going to be watching and playing with 15 screens. I mean, I got my head right there, baby. I'm all about this is what I'm focusing on.
You're present. You're with the film.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch crap, Steve, because I'm there. I'm not like Vicky doing 40 things at once.
Be jealous.
Or be distracted, one of the two.
It is what it is when you have ADHD.
There is that. Yeah, maybe I got to get that. That's the thing.
Oh, so it's a Sweet Girl has a greasy twist in it. Now I got to go back and watch it.
A greasy twist?
I don't know what that means.
What is that? Yeah, I don't know if I like what that means.
It sounds interesting.
Okay. All right, go back and watch it, Steve, and report back to us.
Yeah, let us know how that goes.
Yeah. Well, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is your opportunity to pick the topic and guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take them at 920 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It is a simple process. You get on the phone, you call in, and you follow Steve's rule.
A simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're gone in your ass, and we're saying goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted in and said, what do you get every time you go grocery shopping? I guess it's based on our conversation earlier about grocery shopping.
Oh, what do I get every time?
Every time.
Wow.
I mean, I feel like I'm always getting a pint of Ben & Jerry's dairy-free ice cream for my wife and I.
Yeah. I think I'm lame. I'm always getting a salad mix.
That is
what I'm always getting.
I have to agree with you. That's super lame.
Yeah. That's what I get every time, though. I mean, if you're saying every single time I walk in, it's always at least a salad mix. Yeah.
Or watermelon for me.
Oh, nice.
I always get one of those tubs of watermelon and just crush it.
Oh, wow. So you every time? Really? Like spring, summer, winter, fall, every time?
If it's available, sure.
Well,
it's not always there, but like those cups of watermelon, you know how they have those like plastic cups just filled with like chopped up watermelon? Sometimes I even get a little crazy. Like yesterday, I was feeling like I wanted more watermelon, so I got the big cubed ones.
Oh, you crazy man.
Ate that thing on the drive.
Oh, you're a crazy man.
Had watermelon juice all over my shirt. Didn't care.
Nice.
It was.
Jeez. Mine is chicken wings.
Every time?
Every week.
Wow.
Yeah, I realized a while back that, like, I'm an adult now, and if I want to eat chicken wings every day for lunch, I do that. But I want to be healthy, so I do chicken wings and a salad.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, borrow BJ salad dressing or whatever he gets.
Yeah.
Salad mix. Come on.
Mix, sorry.
It's the salad mix. Come on.
But they have dressing in the mix.
Yeah, usually, the Caesar ones are amazing.
Yeah, they do. They got all sorts of stuff. The Dole folks, man, they know how to get it done.
I always end up with a new box of cereal every time I go. And it's usually a different one unless I happen to finish it that week. But I usually have like Corn Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Krispies.
I can't.
And I think and Cheerios sometimes.
I don't know the last time I had a bowl of cereal. I can't even think of the last time I did.
It was at a hotel for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like some kind of continental breakfast. I can't remember which one, but definitely not at home. We don't have any cereal in our house.
The only time I ever have cereal is after a party, because one of my buddies, he will always bring a box of cereal, and it's not for anybody but for us for the next hangover day.
Oh, really? Is cereal good hangover food?
It has been for me.
Oh, wow.
Usually gets the good stuff like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Applejack, so it's usually something really good.
It's very much a comfort food for me. There's days where if I'm super busy doing stuff and I need a quick snack or even like a quick dinner because I haven't eaten all day because I've been busy, I'll just pour a bowl of cereal and I'm content. That's sometimes all I want to eat. I'll eat it all day.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
Okay, I just love the ridiculous questions sometimes we get on the text line. If you had to change your name, what would your new name be?
You're right. That's a very ridiculous question.
Well, if I go back to when I was a kid, I really wanted my name because one of my friends' name was Tomas Gonzalez, and I wanted to be Tomas as well.
That's a great name, Tomas.
Right? Tomas.
Yep.
I have an uncle
Tomas is a great name.
You have an Uncle Tomas?
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a good name.
Not Gonzalez, though. Sorry.
No. I don't know. I'm pretty. I like Steve.
It fits you.
Would you just? If it was like gun to your head, you have to change it. Would you do something like Stefan?
Oh, Stefan.
So you could still be Steve.
No, not feeling that. I think I'll just go Thurman.
Thurman's a good name.
Yeah.
Thurman?
Yeah. Since my wife won't let me name our kid, if we ever had a boy, I wanted to name it Thurman, but she was just like, no. For Thurman Munson, the great catcher for the New York Yankees.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Thurman Merman from Bad Santa.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, he has more in common with Thurman Merman than he does with Thurman Munson.
I'll go with my next best one. It was just John Cena, all one word.
Oh, John Cena.
Just one word? John Cena Meigs.
Yeah.
John Cena Meigs.
Nice. Oh, my God. I just can't see you. I can't see you with that name, Steve.
John Cena. Just one. That's so
I like Jet. I think Jet's a great name.
I have a buddy who's a wrestler. He goes by Jet Knight. His real name's Kevin, but his nickname is Jet. But
Jet's such a great
he
name.
moves fast, BJ. So it wouldn't. But so it doesn't get named because you're the opposite of that. So
exactly.
It would work for you.
That's right, man.
Like
Call
a big
me
guy
Jet
named
because I
Tiny.
go so slow. All right, how about Vicky? You got a name?
I'm picturing all the names I wanted when I was younger, and it's all from those really cringy adult novels. adult young novels or young whatever, like Luna, or I really like Sky, all those really hippie kind of mythical names I was really into.
Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. That's a great Luna right there.
That sounds like an adult film star's name.
Right?
Luna
I know.
Lovegood.
It really is. You're absolutely right. When you think about it, I hadn't thought about that, Steve. That is a horrible name to give a very, she's really quite a sensitive character in the movies, and you're right. She's got the worst name ever.
Luna Lovegood.
Yeah, that's
the worst. It's kind of a cool one, though.
I mean, and she was a great character, too, on Harry Potter. She might be one of my favorite characters out of all the franchise. Luna was so awesome. She was really quirky and out there and weird, but really nice, cool weird. It was like... Yeah, I like that Luna character, but yeah, the name, Lovegood might be, maybe give her a different last name.
So for the Rev, I'm guessing your name would be Orgy.
No, we can't have Orgy as the name.
Yeah, Orgy and Fuego.
Yeah,
Middle
I think
name,
it's a great name.
Orgy and Fuego.
He literally gave himself a name. I mean, his name is not the Reverend Fuego. He already did that.
That's not his birth name?
No, it isn't. It's the Reverend.
Just kind of based on the I'd never be able to name my kid this, so I was like, I would change my name to Bishop Archimedes.
Okay. Isn't that the high school? That's not really a high school.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
Oh crap!
No, I'm kidding.
I feel like that comes from somewhere. Does it come from somewhere?
My brain.
Okay, well, there you go. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, Bishop is a person of power and
a Marvel character.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty cool there, too. And then Archimedes is a famous inventor back in the day. So,
all right, then. Bishop Archimedes it is.
Brains and power.
Now, with Danny, you know what? I think of a comic that went by this name, and I think it should be Danny's name, Emo. You remember Emo Phillips?
Yeah. No, I don't want Emo.
Come on, Emo was a great comic to some people.
When I started in radio, they were like, you need to have a name, and I wanted to go by Dexter, because Dexter Holland from Offspring.
Yeah.
But then there was already another Dex in Albuquerque who did radio, so I couldn't do that. So that's
why with Noodles.
Yeah, I should have gone with Noodles. Yeah. There we go, Noodles. Noodles
that would have been good. Instead, you went lame.
I would call you all the time to be like, what's up, Noodles?
And then
my wife would be like, who are you talking to? Noodles.
Whenever you send a picture of yourself, you're just sending noodles.
Yeah,
like that dude that works in Houston with Rule and Ryan, Mumbles. Always, I mean, just having a name like that is just the greatest name ever.
And he truly did.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, it was like, and when you're doing like radio where you can't see a person and like maybe even read their lips, it's like, I don't know how this works on the air, but you know what? You guys have great ratings. Go for it. Congratulations. And Mumbles is a great dude.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So we want to know, this is a question for the Reverend Steve. I just moved to Puyallup near South Hill. Do you guys know of any good teriyaki places? I've tried a few, and it's just not hitting the spot.
Oh, I know you'd know the what is it, Hondo?
Not Hondo. Honto.
Oh, sorry.
Hontos.
Hondo is John Wayne, damn it.
Come on, Rev. Hontos is the greatest teriyaki place in the world.
My bad.
We're fortunate enough to have it in Puyallup. So,
boy, I hope this guy didn't try Hontos and we'll say, Steve, that was the first place I tried. I didn't like it.
Well, then he clearly has bad taste in food.
Because
the teriyaki sauce is straight up crack.
Is it on Meridian?
No, it's on Canyon Road.
Okay, there you go. Hontos on Canyon Road.
It is the best. And I've had a few different ones in Seattle. I mean, in Puyallup. There's some guys that like Happy Teriyaki. I finally tried that one based on a couple people recommended, and that one's very good. But I wouldn't put it on the level of Hontos. Hontos is like a league of its own.
What is the problem I'm going to have, Steve? Is that, at some point I'm going to come down and see you, and I'm going to have to like spend a weekend, get a hotel, just so that we can go eat at all these cool places you keep talking about.
We got Hontos, we got Karma. We got to hit up.
Yeah.
We got to hit up the Out and About Burger Stand.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah. This is gonna. I mean, I'm gonna need a week. We have to take a week off.
We have a McDonald's. We got to go to.
Oh, you got McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Wendy's.
We never get those here. You're right.
How great would that be? BJ comes to spend the weekend with you, and you're like, I got all these great places, and you just take them to all the fast food.
Oh, you mean like when we went to, whatever, the Rainforest Cafe in Chicago?
Yeah. It was a great spot.
It was
and we all had fun.
Yeah.
Lots of alcohol was served.
Look, I just think it's hysterical that we go to a chain joint when we go to one of the finest cities for dining for any cuisine you'd want.
Most places don't have animatronic animals going off in thunder and rain happening while you're eating.
At the time, most malls didn't have that, Rev. I think actually they did.
But this one wasn't in a mall, man.
Right?
It had a giant frog outside of it.
I rest my case.
It was funny because on Sunday when I wrestled over at Without a Cause Wrestling, I was wrestling a guy by the name of Dan House, and afterwards we were like, let's go get some dinner. And he's like, yeah, I want to try, it's kind of cool, like when he goes to a town, he wants to try, like, the local something, coffee shop, go to a local comic store, and also get like a food at a place that's a local spot. So when I was driving, he goes, where were you thinking of going? I'm like, oh, this great local spot. It's called McDonald's. I don't know if you've ever been there. And he at first was just like, all right, I guess. And I was like, no, we went to 13 Coins, and he loved it.
Oh, 13 Coins is a great place to take somebody because it is such a cool diner.
Yeah, because you had to say, it was funny, we went to the one at SeaTac, which is really a cool spot.
Yeah.
And when we first went up there, because I told him it's like a diner type food, but it's really cool and it's got a cool vibe to it. When we first walked in, he goes, I was expecting something completely different. I think he was expecting like a kind of like rundown looking diner. You know, that place has got like those nice leather booths and the seats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel like you step back in time, but like, classy time, like in the 20s and 30s with the way the place looks.
No, it felt like we were like having like a mafia meeting.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
At the table that we were sitting at.
That's what I love about 13 Coins. I feel like I'm a good fella.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll do that at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Earlier this morning, we were talking about the embarrassing things that kids do or say, and a ton of text messages that we weren't even able to get to. One person said that we were eating breakfast at Denny's, and my 3-year-old suddenly jumped onto his chair and yelled loudly, "I have to poop."
Oh, there you go. That's a classic.
I think that happened to Danny and his daughter. He was telling me off the air.
Well, kind of. We were at Olive Garden because that's my daughter's favorite restaurant right now.
Well, because then she feels like family.
Yeah, of course. And she loves the breadsticks. And
who doesn't?
And I had to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathroom. And when I came back loudly to the entire restaurant, "Dad, did you do a big poop?" And I was like,
"Oh yeah, baby."
Thanks, Lily.
Yeah.
There were many Snickers going around after that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, kids, aren't they just
the
delightful?
Snickers in the toilet.
Sorry. That's awesome. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody said, I was trick-or-treating with my lovely daughters. My youngest was about 3, maybe 4 years old, and she politely told the lady who answered the door that she loved her fake, scary monster teeth. The lady wasn't wearing fake teeth.
Oh!
Kids say the darndest things.
Wow. Hello, Meth Mouth. Thanks for coming to the door.
Meth Mouth.
Well, you figure that's got to be right. I mean, if they got the teeth looking like that. Again, look in the mirror and realize these are your life choices. And kids sometimes will help wake you up if you let them.
Now, speaking of meth mouth or some kind of something that happened, because they said my aunt's a recovering drug user. I, as a kid, asked, "Hey, why are your teeth so messed up?" Awkwardness followed. I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a good opportunity. You see, I remember back in the day, there would be adults that would tell you the story. They go, kid, here's why. Like, if like smoking or whatever, they would tell you the horror story just so that you wouldn't do it. And I'll tell you, it worked on me. They told me some stuff sometimes. Oh, you see that guy? He has no arm. Why? Smoking. Okay.
See, the only thing that I was scared of was remember it was like those after school TV specials. Those are the things that would scare me. Like, I remember there was the one where like the guy was all hopped up on like angel dust or PCP or something like that, and he jumped out the second floor window.
Oh, yeah, those stories are great.
And you're just like, my God, like, why would he do this? And I remember I remember when I got older, I was like, gotta steer clear of that angel dust. Like, as if it was like frequently handed around at parties. Like, like I never once encountered angel dust. Except for the Faith No More record called that.
Of course. It seemed to me like every movie of my generation, if they wanted to show somebody who was having a really bad trip with drugs, he'd be on the roof saying, I could fly. That was his thing.
Oh, the old Reefer Madness.
Yeah, exactly. I could fly. And they say, kids, don't do drugs because he's dead now.
Yeah, either on the roof or flying out of a window.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, wow. It's like, not all drugs do that to you, sir, but okay, thanks for letting us know.
Some just keep you on the couch for an extended period of time.
Yeah. Something.
I'm not going anywhere near windows.
You want to invest in the Frito-Lay company. That's pretty much all you want to do with some of these.
But that's not an after-school special that'd be worth watching. Just, Johnny stoned on the couch.
Exactly. Watching too much Blue's Clues. That isn't really going to get you.
Yeah, I tried to watch Blue's Clues yesterday just to see if maybe Tatum would be down for that.
Is it a new one? Is it a new dude, new person?
Well, it's not Steve. I know that, but I don't even think it's the guy after Steve. I don't even know at this point.
No, there's a third guy.
Yeah, there's a third person.
Wasn't really feeling this guy.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
Why?
I'm not feeling it. Like, the middle guy was okay, and of course Steve was the man, but the middle guy was like,
goat.
Yeah, but the middle guy was like, all right, you know what? I think I can get into you. But the new person, I gave him like 5 minutes. I'm out of here.
Why were you watching Blue's Clues?
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
You don't have to know my life.
Okay.
I
have to know what I'm doing.
Really love him because diversity. I really love that he's somebody that kids can look up to, and he's fun. I've seen quite a few episodes because my little brother's into it, and he does a really good job, especially since I watched.
Steve.
Well, no one's Steve, but they all hang out together now. There was a commercial where all three of them were together.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait a second. Let me see this guy.
I bet Steve was begrudgingly put into that situation.
Let me see this new dude. Maybe I'm thinking of a different guy. Oh, I don't know that guy. So you're sure there's only been 3 of them?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Maybe you were watching Doctor Who.
I'm watching something completely different because that guy does not.
Why are you watching Blue's Clues?
Yeah. Well, apparently I'm not watching Blue's Clues because I don't know who the hell that is.
What the hell are you watching?
I don't know. I thought it was Blue's Clues the whole time.
Was that
who knows
the other
what
guy?
I'm watching?
That guy looks like he's like Jim Carrey's
Yeah, that
younger
guy.
brother.
But that's
Joe.
That's the second guy.
Yeah, there's
See,
Steve
there's a
and
different
Joe.
second. There's a no. Look at that guy. Is that Steve?
That's Steve.
I think there's another guy. I think there's another guy beyond Steve.
Joe is the guy that I think I saw.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then there's the new guy. I think his name is Josh.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I don't know what I'm thinking, but I thought there was a guy before the first Steve.
No,
a whole different guy.
Steve was the guy who started it all, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm thinking of some other show then because there's another dude I'm thinking of, and I always thought the Steve who's the first guy, I always thought he was the second guy. Okay, you sure about that? You sure there's only been 3?
Yeah. No, I'm not sure.
All right. Well, if you guys say so, I could have sworn there was a guy
who
before.
obsessively watches Blue's Clues.
I am. I'm telling you.
There is a guy who does Blue's Clues in the UK. His name is Kevin.
Are you watching Kevin in the UK, BJ?
You do like
Maybe
your
I'm
British
watching
shows.
Kevin. Oh, there's Kevin. No, that's not him.
And that
All
looks
right.
OG because there's an actual phone there instead of a cell phone.
Okay. I don't know Kevin either. Hello, I'm on the phone. All right. Well,
So it says you want to feel old Blue gets emails now, not letter mail.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's so true, dude.
Can't sing the mail song anymore. Or do they have a new one?
I don't remember.
That's why I moved on from Blue's Clues to Bluey. Now Bluey is the show to watch.
I'm surprised you can even understand their accents.
Oh, they're all Australian dogs.
Can you do an Australian?
Bingo.
This is our life now.
Bingo and Bluey.
This is our life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fine. You're making fun of me for thinking I'm watching Blue's Clues.
Yeah, because I'm watching it with a child, BJ. Who are you watching Blue's Clues with?
I'm watching in solidarity. I'm thinking about you.
So it's like, BJ, are you taking edibles at home?
That could be a possibility. Again, you don't know my life.
So I'm wondering, are you thinking about Blippy?
Maybe.
Blippy's
maybe
from around here.
Yeah.
Some people swear by Blippy. I haven't gotten into the Blippy thing yet.
Oh, my little brother is obsessed with Blippy, especially the aquarium episode. He's actually really dorky, but he's fun. He's fine if you have kids.
And he's local.
Yes, he was from here, but I think he lives in Vegas now.
Oh, well, that's where everyone goes to turn into Blippy.
So it's just Blue's Clues. That's the stoner show. Was there any other show that had a guy?
Well, with marijuana, everything's a stoner show.
Yeah.
Ooh, Gullah Gullah Island. There was like
What
a
the hell
big
is that?
giant frog creature.
That was when we were kids, though.
Yeah.
They don't show that anymore.
I don't know what the hell that
All right.
means.
Well, there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of stoner shows. That's for sure. All right, then. Well, that's all I got for you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
All right, I'm going. Somebody said, this is my new favorite conversation that you guys have had because of what we've just been talking about. All right. Somebody wanted to know. They're going to get Disneyland for the first time in November. And as a 27-year-old, what things would you recommend that I can't miss?
Well, we have our expert. Let's go to the Rev.
You go there and have food.
There you go. Danny, what do you think? 27-year-old going to Disneyland, they said?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Danny.
The mountains. You got to go on all the mountains. Space Mountain, Matterhorn, Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain. Those are the big rides, of course. And then, of course...
I feel like Matterhorn's a little overrated.
It is.
But it depends on your height, too. If you're really tall, it's not much fun.
It's true. However, it was one of the originals that was up there when Walt opened the park. So
You got to ride it once.
Yeah. Jungle Cruise was there. All the historical stuff is awesome. The Haunted Mansion is my favorite. And then make sure you get a 2-day pass so you can go to both parks and a park hopper. So you could go to California Adventure too and see all the new Avengers stuff and whatever you guys watch on Marvel.
And is that where the Star Wars thing is too?
No, Star Wars is in actual Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Let's
get there right at the start of the day.
Yeah.
That's my biggest recommendation. Because if you get there early, you can at least not wait forever for certain things, and you get your the Fast Pass for certain things as well.
Fast Pass is no more, man.
Oh, it's an app.
It's an app now. They changed it all around.
And you can do it ahead of time.
Yeah. So it's all suggested to you now. You have to pay extra for it. It's crazy. But I haven't actually experienced that, but make sure you utilize that.
Yeah, I recommend robbing a bank so you have extra money.
There you go.
So that way you're able to enjoy being at Disneyland because nothing is cheap there.
Yeah.
The Blue Bayou restaurant is fantastic too. It's in Pirates of the Caribbean. So as you're eating, the boats are going by you and people are on the ride and stuff.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It's probably very affordable too.
Again, you're at Disneyland, Steve.
I know. I'm kidding. I just started saving. We actually met up with our financial advisor and started saving so that when Tatum turns 10, we could afford to maybe go for one day.
Yeah, do they have a governmental thing? Like they have a college fund, which will save you money? They also have a Disney fund?
Would you rather your daughter go to college or Disneyland once?
Of course.
I'm like, Disneyland.
Yeah. What's college ever going to do for her?
She won't remember college, but she'll remember Disneyland.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, and take her at 10, because I took Joey at younger than that, and he doesn't remember. And I feel like, man, I gave him a hell of a trip, and he has no idea.
No, I already had that remember. I had that conversation with my wife. I'm like, Tatum needs to be tall enough to ride all the rides. Maybe we could, there's a little wiggle room, there's some shades of gray, but for the most part, she needs to be tall enough to ride all the rides. Otherwise, what's the point of bringing her?
Well, here's the thing. I think she might be tall enough at 6 or 7 or even 8, but they don't remember. That's the problem.
I remember at 6, 7, or 8.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Joey doesn't remember going to Disneyland. He does not remember going to Disney World, and we had a blast. It was just a father-son trip. He remembers hardly any of it. So it's I think it was wasted taking him. So, yeah, it was great for me because, he did have a ball, but he doesn't remember any of it.
Well, nowadays with cell phone technology, we can film a lot of the stuff. And then
that is a good point.
I remember, Mike, well, watch this. There you go. You went.
Yeah, Lily's just an inch short of all the big rides, the Incredicoaster is what they call it now. It used to be California Screamin', but she doesn't want to go on those yet, so it's fine. At that point, she gets to go on everything else, and it's quite fun.
Well, if you are on a budget and you want them to remember, take them when they're 30,
or go to what's the one that you went to, Steve?
Knott's Berry Farm?
No, the Hershey one when you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
You said it.
So rude.
Hersheyland,
I'm
everybody.
Still mad at my father for taking me to Hershey
Chocolate
Park.
Town.
We actually kept promising, one day we'll take you to Disney World, and man, be good. And so it's good for years, man.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'm like, when are we going to go? And we can't afford it, so we're just going to go to Hershey Park. So at the Hershey Park.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, they were trolling you ever since you urinated in that suit of armor. They were never ever going to take you. They just kept telling you.
They just lied, man. Straight up lied to a child.
This is what happens. You take a leak on Sir King Arthur over there, Sir Galahad. You take a leak on him, it's over. They were never going to take.
I mean, like Hershey Park is probably nice, but it's like Disneyland on Wish. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, okay, yeah, there's some rides and there's like things, but this isn't Disney World.
Well, plus your father could get all the candy he wanted too. I mean, that's the other thing.
And it's driving distance as opposed to taking a plane.
Yeah. I know, we did that when we lived in New York. That's exactly what we did with the kids. We're like, hey, we're going to a special amusement. We did the same deal, except we never promised our kids we'd take them to, Disneyland or Disney World. We never promised them that, but we was like, hey, we can drive here, so we'll do that.
That's why I didn't feel bad that last time we went to New York and we planned our trip and we cut it a little short so that we could fly to Florida and go to Disney World and not tell my parents because we knew they'd get a little weird if we didn't spend the entire time with them.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think we had 7 days and we spent like 5 days with them and the other 2 days over at Disney. And we never told them. But I was like, if they find out, screw it.
Yeah, I don't know about West Coast relatives, but East Coast relatives, you never spend enough time with them. It doesn't matter if you're there for a month. You didn't spend enough time visiting.
Right.
So you have to not tell them.
And it's just payback, so yeah.
But then we made the mistake of our Christmas card was a picture of us in front of Disney.
Oh, how'd you get over there?
I said it was from Disneyland from a couple of years ago, and we just used the same picture.
Yeah, that's it. Disneyland. That's out west. Yeah, not near you guys or anything. Here's a big question for you. What do Ryan Castle and Hard Seltzer have in common? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Hard Seltzer have in common?
I tell you what, it's not the seltzer part.
Hey, happy Thursday to you.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, good morning.
Well, that's how Steve likes both, apparently, according to one texter.
He does. Steve loves
They both make the men's room swear.
Yes, they do.
And Steve likes the butt chug both.
Butt chug.
It's been a while since I've had a good butt chug.
Okay. Well, you know what? Hold on, my friend. I might have something for you. Bud Light's releasing a pumpkin spice hard seltzer. Let's go. Let's do it. Along with 3 other fall flavors. It's called the Fall Flannel Collection from Bud Light.
The box is made to look like a flannel box. It's pretty cool.
Pumpkin spice, maple pear, apple crisp, and toasted marshmallow hard seltzer. Wow.
The apple crisp one sounds good.
Yeah.
You want the marshmallow one?
I would try all of those ones. We did the Thanksgiving ones last year, and they were fantastic.
They say that the apple pie, apple crisp is like a drinkable apple pie. And you've got the pear, a combo of pear and maple syrup. That's nice. And marshmallow with a hint of chocolate is what you're getting, like a toasted marshmallow. Monday is when you can start buying them, people. How about that?
I'll stick to bourbon, thanks.
Ryan Castle, he's sticking to bourbon and a 12-pack. He's got that next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
My wife lives apart, though she's coming up for 2 weeks.
So what do you do in that situation? Do you have like a roommate code with Sarah? Like, do you put like a sock on the door, on the front door?
I never have these things happen. I don't know what the code is. I mean, this 2 weeks. This has been the longest she will be up here in forever.
Time to book your daughter an Airbnb and say, hey, go live somewhere else for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
absolutely right, Rev.
Sarah, you need to move to Flavortown because Dad's about to move into Slamtown.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please, 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
and
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.